Welcome to Pat's Backyard Yoga Studio. I come to you virtually during these challenging times and hope that you are all well. We're going to do about a 45-minute practice today. Rooting, getting grounded, finding our breath, moving into gentle warm-ups, and do a little bit of warrior poses, maybe some balance that we all need right now, and then come back down onto the mats, calm our nervous system, and savasana. Since we aren't practicing together, I emphasize listening and honoring your body more than ever. Do not come into any pose that does not feel comfortable or causes you discomfort or pain. Take it slow, pause when you need to pause, honor and listen your body. Let's get started. Come onto your mat in a comfortable seat. I've taken a beach towel, rolled it to create a bolster. You can use a blanket. I do have some blocks if you don't, using some thick books or a plastic shoebox or anything that's sturdy enough that you can place your weight on it as you would a block and not have it slip or collapse. So root into the sit bones. Line those sit bones, sit tall, relax the shoulders. Bring the hands onto the knees, either palms down for grounding or palms up if you feel like you need to be receiving. Soften or close the eyes and start to allow the tension, the worries, the concerns in the body, in the mind, start to melt away. Just take a few moments to settle into this place, settle into the mat, and then when you're ready, begin to notice your breath. At first, don't change it, just become aware of the breath. Feel the body being breathed. And then begin, as you're ready, to soften the belly and deepen the breath, allowing on the inhale for the belly to expand and the breath to fill the belly. And then pause and exhale, starting out slowly with our breath. Do that a few times, inhaling, pausing, exhaling. One more time, inhale, belly rounds, exhale. And then on this next in-breath, start to expand and deepen the breath. So as the belly fills, continue to allow the breath to expand and move into the rib cage and feel the ribs expanding, spreading apart. And then pause. And then exhale, squeezing ribs towards one another and then pulling navel into the spine, emptying the body of breath. Do that 2 more times. Inhaling, belly, ribs, pausing. Exhale, ribs and belly. One more time. Inhale, belly, ribs, pause. Exhale, ribs and belly. And now deepen the breath to your comfort level, filling the body, the belly, the ribs, and then let it travel up into the chest. Broaden the collarbone. Pause here. Feel that sensation of being full of life-giving oxygen. And then slowly, equally as slow, exhale, emptying from chest, from the ribs, from the belly, and then pause. And do that 3 more times. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, pause. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly, pause. In breath, belly, ribs expanding, chest filling, collarbone broad, pausing. Exhale, this time as you empty and allow all that will not serve you, all that tension, that worry, just to wash away. And then pause. And once again, filling deeper and deeper every single time. As deep as you can go, and then one more step. Hold here, and then exhale slowly, releasing, emptying, letting go. And then return for a moment to your natural breath. Notice how the mind and the body has now started to settle and quiet. And then move into Ujjayi breath. Inhaling through the nose, slightly constricting the back of the throat. Exhaling, making that ocean sound, or as if you're fogging a mirror. Find your rhythm of Ujjayi breathing. This helps the mind to really drop deeper into body time. And as you settle in, as you prepare for practice, receive these words. Centering. Here, right now. Bring your mind to this place and time. Invite it, even if it resists, to sit and witness what it is to be alive. Let there be no ulterior motive in this moment, but to be. Rest on waves of breath and choose to experience all of it. Let thoughts float through and leave again. As the mind slowly settles like snow inside a shaken paperweight. This is all there is. Here, right now. Take your arms out to the side. As you inhale, let the arms float overhead. As you exhale, press palms together and bring hands to heart. In breath, arms out to the side, reaching long, lengthening. Exhale, press palms together, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Big in breath, pressing palms, reach them up to the sky. Take your gaze, look up to the palms. Release, bring the head back to normal. Release that right hand, lengthen the left arm, slowly bend to the right. Breathe here, relaxing the shoulders. Feel that nice, beautiful stretch from hip to the ribs, shoulder, fingertips. Big inhale as you exhale, let the fingertips skim the mat and just awaken the shoulder. 3 circles around. Reach long, maybe bend a little deeper. Big in breath, rise, extend the arms. Left hand to the mat. Lengthen. Root the sit bones. Create space. Slowly bending. Feel the stretch. Breathe in to the space. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Skim the fingertips. Nice big circles. Stretching in every direction. One more time around. Reach and then bend deeper. Press into that left hand, rise. Big inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Find your rhythm of breath. Gaze can be down, can be forward, or behind. One more round of breath. Slowly come forward. Big inhale again, reaching long, sit bones rooted. Exhale, twist to the other side. Ease into it, honor and listen to your body. Breath flowing freely, smoothly. Mind quiet. One more round of breath here. And then on the next in-breath, slowly back to center. Take a nice deep inhale, bring hands forward, rolling onto hands and knees, coming into tabletop. Spread fingers wide, place them firmly onto your mat. Get that wrist over shoulder and that knee directly over the hips. Crown of the head forward, tailbone behind you, engage that lower abs, and just take a round of breath here. On the next in-breath, soften the belly, let it drop, pull the heart forward, curl your tailbone into cat. Take a full round of breath here. On the next in-breath, start to rise round the back into cat. Let head and tailbone drop. Hold here for a full round of breath. And then just start to float between cow and cat on your own breath, your own pace. Become aware of feelings, sensations, awareness of what the wisdom of the teacher within is telling you. Move accordingly, not causing any harm. Pausing if you need to pause. Take 2 more full rounds of cat-cow. And then come back to neutral tabletop. Take your knees wide. Bring the big toes together. Press the hips towards the heels as we come into child's pose. Extend the arms. If that's too deep for you, stack the arms. Head rest on the mat or on your arms. Surrender here. 3 rounds of breath. Notice as you breathe now how the back body and ribs expand. Pour out all tension. Surrender completely to Mother Earth. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. Deep, slow inhales and exhales. On the next in-breath, slowly begin to rise back into tabletop. Find your alignment. Engage the core. Extend the right leg behind you. Turn the toes towards the mat. Extend the left arm forward. Press away from the mat so you're not sinking into the shoulder. If this is too much, lower the toes onto your mat. You can even lower the fingertips. Get the stretch. Take 1 more round of breath here. And then slowly release. Wiggle hips side to side. Reset the body. The other side. Extend left leg. Engage the core, press away, right arm. Press through that heel, reach with the fingertips, engage the lower abs. Breathe, effort but ease. Release hand and knee. Once again, wiggle hips side to side. Come back to tabletop, curl the toes, take a big inhale, turn and look over the right shoulder, looking at your heel. Just feel that stretch. Come back to center. Big inhale, exhale, turn and look over the left shoulder to the left heel. Come back to center. Take a nice round of breath, and we're going to go to downward dog. If downward dog is not in your practice, puppy pose is a good substitute. Arms forward, forehead down, tailbone high. Lengthen and feel the stretch in the spine. If downward dog is in your practice, from tabletop, curl the toes, engage the core, lift the knees, press the chest towards the thighs, and then straighten the backs of the legs. Let the head fall between the arms. Big inhale, start to gently walk the dog. Bend the right knee, press the opposite heel, the left heel, to the mat, and then slowly reverse. Do that 3 or 4 times. Pull the navel into the spine, sit bones are high. Make sure hands and feet are wide enough apart to give you that room to make a beautiful inverted V. 2 more times with walking the dog. And then if you're able, come up onto the balls of both feet. Really press those sit bones high to the sky. Gaze to the knees. And then as you exhale, heels lower. They do not have to touch. Take a big inhale. Take your gaze to your hands and slowly walk the feet to the hands, coming into a forward fold. Bend the knees. Let the chest rest on your thighs if you need to. Let the crown of the head hang and the neck and shoulders relax. Root into the feet evenly. Ground in. Take a round of breath here. And then slowly, on your next in-breath, bring those hands onto the shins, under the knees. Rise the torso so that it's parallel to the mat, into halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold back into the fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. In breath, tuck the chin, round the back, hands can come to the thighs, press into the thighs and feet as you rise up slowly. Coming to standing. Feet hip width apart. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Bring the palms forward, coming into mountain pose. Take a moment in mountain pose to really get grounded. Engage the thighs towards the bones, soften the knees. Lengthen through the crown of the head, engage those lower abs. Just take a moment, feel your strength, your power. Take a nice deep inhale and reach up to the sky. Gaze can look up or ahead. Exhale, release that right hand and let the left arm drop over the left ear as you press that left hip away. Breathe here. Breathe into those ribs. Feel the stretch. Bend the elbow if you need to. Slowly, as you begin to rise, engage the core, engage and use the obliques and rise up. Reset the body, lengthen, bend to the other side. Breathe here. Big inhale, rise. Take a nice long stretch, full body stretch, and then exhale, either hands to heart or swan dive, hinge at the hips, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips on mat or hands just under the knees. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise. 2 more times. Just float with your breath. Big inhale, exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. In-breath, rise. One last time. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. In-breath, rise. Release hands. Bring them to the small of the back. Roll the shoulders. Hug the elbows. And then gently come into a gentle back bend by gently lifting and broadening the collarbone. Gaze up but not throwing the head back. And then gently let the hips fall forward just to your comfort level. Big inhale and exhale here. Slowly and gently rise. And then slide the hands back down the legs. Slip the hands under the feet for gorilla pose. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, let the head hang. You can wiggle the toes, massage the hands. On the next in-breath, gently release the hands. Walk them forward, step the feet back, downward dog. Take a nice big inhale, extend the right leg behind you. As you exhale, hollow out that belly, round the back, bring the knee towards the chest, and then place the foot by your right thumb. You might have to grab your ankle. Heel toe that right foot a little bit to the right. Drop the back heel. Root down and then rise slowly, warrior one. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Root evenly into both feet. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Heart is open. Nice deep inhale and exhale. A nice big inhale. Exhale, frame the foot. Come on the ball of the back foot. Shift the weight into the right leg as you step that left leg to meet the right. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Release the hands, step back to downward dog. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Take a nice big inhale, extend that left leg behind you. As you exhale, hollow out the belly, bring knee towards the chest and place that foot. Grab a hold and help it up. Drop the back heel. Heel toe that left foot. Warrior one on the left side. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Breathe. One more round of breath here. Open the heart. Root into the mat with the feet. Exhale, frame the foot. Step that back foot to meet the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise. Come to the front of the mat. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale back into your fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise. From the front of the mat, take a nice big inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. step back into plank pose. It can be modified plank. Knees can come down. Just engage that core. If you're in plank, press through the heels, lift the thighs, engage the core. And then I invite you to lower the knees without losing that core engagement. Hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders back, lower all the way down. In breath, cobra. Exhale, release. In breath, tabletop. Curl the toes, downward dog. Extend the right leg behind you. Bring it forward. This time dropping the heel, rotating so that the back foot is parallel to the short end of your mat. Windmill that left hand forward and behind you, warrior two. Gaze over the right hand. Hug the inner thighs. Lift out of the waist. Engage the lower abs. Flip the palm. Exalt the warrior. Exhale, side angle, elbow to thigh. Left hand to left hip. Rotate and open the hips, turning your heart to the side. Extend that left arm overhead. Breathe here. Big inhale. As you exhale, rise back into your warrior two. In breath, straighten the front leg, bring the arms overhead, dance your warrior. Exhale, sink into two. Inhale, rise, dance. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Last time, exhale, sink. Windmill the hand. Step back into downward dog. Take 3 rounds of breath. Extend the left leg. Big inhale. As you exhale, bring that foot by the left hand, drop the heel so it's parallel to the short end of the mat. Once you're grounded here, start to lift the torso, right arm forward, windmill behind you, warrior two on the other side. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Gaze over the left hand. Engage the inner thighs, engage the core. Flip the palm, exalt your warrior. On your next exhale, side angle pose, elbow to thigh, right hand to right hip, rotate, tucking the glute, bringing those ribs to face the ceiling. Extend the arm and then bring it over the ear. You can always release down or take a bind if that's in your practice. On your next in-breath, engage the core, rise back to warrior two. On the in-breath, straighten that leg, arms overhead, dance the warrior. Exhale, back into two. In-breath, dance. Exhale, two. In-breath, dance. Release back into warrior two. Windmill the hands. Bring the feet together. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, release fingertips, step back into plank. Lower the knees. Or stay in full plank chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. press into child's pose. 3 rounds of breath here. Slowly rise. Curl the toes. Press to downward dog. Gaze to the hands, step or walk the feet to the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In breath, rise. Hands to heart. Front of the mat. Come into tree pose. So come into mountain pose. Find a focal point, Drisky. Shift the weight into your left leg. Once you feel grounded here, the core is engaged, you're breathing, find your expression, kickstand, calf, or inner thigh. You fall out, fall out. Move mindfully, slowly, cautiously. Once you're grounded, hands to the sky, let it grow, your tree. Hands to heart. If you want to have some fun and want to add on, if you need more of a cowling, extend that leg behind you, hinge forward. And release. Take a nice big inhale, reach to the sky, bring the hands to heart. Come back into mountain pose. Shifting the weight into the right leg. When you're ready, once you find that focal point, engage the core, kickstand, calf, inner thigh. Just not on the knee. Let the tree grow. Press palms together, hands to heart. Either step out, hold it, or have some fun. Extend that leg behind you, hinge from the hips. Come into stick pose. Don't worry if you have to step down, just play, it's balance. Rise. Step the feet wide. Come into a yogi squat. Release the hands. Extend the legs forward. Hug the left knee in. Cross it over the right. Wrap that right arm around. Sit tall. Extend the left arm to the sky. Big inhale. As you exhale, come into your twist. Twist towards that left leg. Relax the shoulders. Gaze slowly works its way around to the back shoulder if you can. Extended leg is flexed. The foot is flexed. Breath is flowing freely. Sit nice and tall. On the in-breath, if you slightly release and lengthen and then explore your twist, if it feels right to do so. One more round of breath here. Slowly on the next in-breath, turn just the head, look over and down that right shoulder. Take a big inhale on the exhale, release and counter twist. Just take that left arm inside the left leg, right arm behind you for a gentle counter twist. On the next in-breath, release, extend the legs. Right knee comes in, flex that left foot, cross it over, hug it in, twist to the other side. Big inhale, exhale, find the twist. Gaze can be to the side, over that back shoulder. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, explore, twisting mid-back. Big inhale, turn just the head, look over that left shoulder, look down, stretch out the neck. Take a round of breath. And then slowly release, and then take that counter twist, right arm to the inside of the leg, left arm behind you. Big inhale, come out of the twist, extend the legs long. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Sit nice and tall, and we're going to lower all the way onto our mats, onto the back, so make sure you have enough mat behind you. Slowly lower down, use the core. And once that back body comes down, the head comes down, take a big inhale, sigh out the exhale. Let the tailbone sink into the mat, the shoulders. Bring the knees in, rock side to side. Release both feet. Soles of the feet on the mat, knees are hip width apart, gaze is up to the sky. Don't look left or right. Coming into bridge. So make sure you have the natural curve in your neck. Press the shoulder blades firmly into the mat. Bring the arms down by your side. Press the backs of the arms, the forearms, and the palms. Feet are rooted. Take a nice big inhale and exhale here. Set the body. And on the next in-breath, rooting into feet, shoulders, arms, and gently to the back of the head, lifting the hips. Squeeze the glutes, broaden the collarbone, soften the belly. Find your expression. Either leave the arms where they are, or if it's available, roll the shoulders, clasp the hands. Take 2 or 3 rounds of breath here, whatever works for your body. Open, pressing into those shoulder blades, into the arms, stretching out the front body. Slowly releasing the hands, and then articulating the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Feet to the edges of the mat, arms out in a T. Windshield wiper the legs. Bring the soles of the feet back. If you have a block or you're using a towel and want to use that, we're going into waterfall. So if you have a block, the flat side, lift the hips, find that sweet spot. You can also use your towel. If you have no props, don't worry about using a prop then. Just bring the arms down. Bring the knees over the hips and then extend the legs up to the sky. For waterfall, a gentle inversion. Let the back body melt into the mat. Let the legs relax. Let the breath flow gently and freely to begin to restore balance to your nervous system as we slow down our practice. If you want to go deeper here, shoulder stand is an option. If you've never done shoulder stand, do not attempt it now. Take 3 more rounds of breath here, letting the tailbone sink into the block or the mat, letting the belly be soft, letting the breath flow gently and freely. Big inhale. As you exhale, hug the knees into the chest and release the soles of the feet to the mat. If you have the block, remove the block or your bolster or your blanket or towel and lower back down. Extend the arms long overhead. Extend the legs long for a full body stretch. Reach as long as you can. Take a big inhale. Sigh out the exhale. And then once again, knees come into the chest, and this time take them wide for happy baby. Extend the arms to the inside, grab ankles or the outer edge of the feet, the soles of the feet to the sky. You can gently rock side to side as long as you have no spinal issues. Honor and listen to your body. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. Gently release, hug the knees in. Extend them long. Take one last full body stretch here. And then bring arms down by your side and move them away from the torso, and then allow the legs to just roll out towards the edges of your mat, coming into our final pose, Savasana. Let the shoulder blades sink into the mat. The hips are heavy. Arms and legs completely relaxed. Belly soft. Unclench the jaw. Soften the facial muscles. Feel the body letting go. Starting to drift into this deep sense of peace and contentment. And then allowing the mind to join the body. Remember that shaken paperweight. The snow settling. Let the mind and thoughts settle. And as the mind settles and the body completely surrenders, imagine your third eye, a space between the eyebrows, turning deep inward and gazing inward. It sees a small bright light. It's beautiful. Has an array of colors unlike you've ever seen before. That is your beautiful light, your true essence of who you are, what makes you you. And that light begins to grow, to expand from the belly into the torso, up into the shoulders and chest, out the arms and fingers, same time through the hips, down the legs and out the toes, and up to the crown of the head until your entire being is aglow and you become weightless and you just float. And at that very moment, your body, mind, and spirit become one. And you fall into a deep, deep, restful sleep. Allow yourself to let go. I will call you back with the sounds of the singing bowl. So surrender here completely. Let go. Just be. Rest. slowly and gently bring your awareness back to your mat, feeling the body heavy on the mat. Begin to notice your breath. And slowly and gently begin to move fingers and toes to gently awaken the body from its rest. Take your time. Make it yummy, organic, as the body begins to respond, deepen, movement, stretch. Taking any type of stretch and movement that your body craves. And when you're ready, no rush, no hurry. Eventually, take a full body stretch. Connect to the breath. And then gently bring these into the chest. And roll to one side into a fetal position, symbol of rebirth, new beginning. Pause there for a moment. And only when you're ready, gently press yourself into a seated position at the front of your mat. Soften or close the eyes, bring the hands, prayer hands to heart. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale and sigh out the exhale. And I invite you to seal our time together with a round of Om. Deep inhale for Om. The light in me loves, honors, and respects the beautiful, beautiful light that shines in you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for taking time on your mat. Until we meet again on the mat, may you be blessed, may you be safe. Peace, peace, peace. Shante, shante.